I guess the wealthiest.
Okay. I think you said least wealthiest.
Okay.
I think you said least wealthiest.
Yeah.
Okay. I liken that to this. If you're the smartest person in your clique, find another clique. All right? Find another clique. Because if you are, then how can you grow? You can only grow with people who are better, or as progressive, or moving as much. Okay? So you have to, and you said earlier about family and friends and your neighborhood and all those things, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Or not being able to see the bigger picture.
They don't, okay? If I have all basic cable, if I have all the music channels, and I can break it down just as real simple as this. If I have extra package, okay, for my cable, right? And that's going to be about maybe $50 more, round number, than just say basic. Probably more than that. Let's say $50, right? 9 times out of 10, the same mentalities that will have you pay $50 extra per month for movies that you don't even really watch, or the same movies that come on over and over, the same mentality that will have you keep paying that $50 a month is the same mentality that will have you not have a life insurance policy for your child. So when your child dies, now we got to pay up for services. All right? But that's just a small piece, even dealing with economics. All right? Because every month, my wife hates it. Every month for years now, we collect every receipt. If I go to the corner store and buy something, give me that receipt. Because I'm adding it up every month. So I know how much money we're spending, and how much money we're spending necessarily, how much money we're spending because we just got it to spend. And then how much money we got left over. After everything's all said and done, how much money we got left over. Right? Because if we don't have any money left over each month, we're not growing. We're not building wealth. All right? So that's a part of it too. It's the mentality about building wealth.
So the bottom line is, you don't need the extra. You don't need the extra. You can just keep it at the bare minimum, so you can still be able to see what you're working for,
Absolutely.
Working towards the growth you're working towards. However, what if you can think outside the box and say, okay, I like oxygen, I like BT, I like all of those channels. That's going to be an extra $50 a month. Let me see if I can network and find that same package. For the basic channel. So good.
That's smart.
You got all the competitors. You have DirecTV.
Let me stop you real quick. And this is the reason why I'm going to stop you real quick. That strategy is good in terms of economics. All right? And maximizing your economic capabilities. All right? That's a very good strategy.
To still be able to...
Absolutely. Very good strategy. But let me just break it down real to the simplest level on this particular subject in terms of cable package. All right? Break it down. What culture of people spends the least amount of hours watching television? Asians. What culture of people have the most hours of TV viewing? Black folks. Okay? So even when I get to that, I don't care who got the hookup. I don't care who got a better deal. He don't even watch TV during the whole week. He only watch TV on the weekend. Only on the weekend. He's 9, and I don't even remember watching TV during the week. Weekends. And you know what? Really cinched it? What cinched it, I think he was about maybe 4. He's 9 now, so about 4 years old. And this was cinched it. We
was in our basement. This was in Cleveland. We was in the basement. And we was sitting on the floor, we was talking. And I don't know what we was doing. And all of a sudden, he was like, SpongeBob won. And bolted. To his room. No, I'm talking about in the middle of whatever we was doing, he was like, SpongeBob won. And was gone. Right? I said, wait a minute. I said, if SpongeBob is on right now, we got a problem. So I go to his room. SpongeBob came on. And I said, that's it. That's it. He ain't watching TV. That was the first thing. And then the second thing was I heard President Obama and the First Lady, their children don't watch TV. Doing
That's right.
That's what they say.
That was hot.
That's what they say.
Well, that's what they know. That's what they know. I mean, you got to believe me. I'm telling you. You got to believe me. Right? So that's it's pretty much the mindset. But all in, any other questions? Yes, sir.
I'm not trying to get on the issue again about the cable.
Go ahead.
But what type of mentality are you trying to say about the people the poor people? Because I'm thinking that because it has something to do with mostly is that they don't know. Then people will talk you into stuff, and they don't know that after, like you said, a certain time,
Right.
it's going to cost you more.
Right.
It's not. It's mostly like for us, like educating
Sure.
them that you don't. I mean, not saying that you don't need it, but it's people that talk them. It's their own people that's talking them into this so they can make a sale. So it's
I agree.
I can't. I mean, what type of mentality?
There's no fault to it. Michael Vick, and every time I tell people this, and I say, Michael, this is a quote from Michael Vick. I mean, what Michael Vick said. But he said something that was very, big to me in terms of the dog fighting issue and him going to jail. First thing he said was, if he'd have known that dog fighting was going to put him in prison, he would have avoided that like he did all the other things he avoided to achieve his dream. Right? Because we do that. You know what I'm saying? I just told you about a girl living in another neighborhood. You fine, but I can't go over there. Them guys going to get at me. Right? So I can't do that. So he said he would have avoided that, just like he did all the other stuff. Right? And then he said one other thing, that you got to leave him alone. He said, if I'd have known better, I'd have did better.
Nobody do that.
Right? He didn't know no better. So our community, in some instances, we don't know any better. And we've been trained to know the worst, to do and expect the worst. And we're resistant to doing what's necessary. Malcolm X once said, when it comes to standing up, we find a convenient excuse to lay down and back away from struggles. And that's what we're doing. All right? So we can get into a whole other hour about our community and what's plaguing us. All right? Because I can nail it down to 3 things. Y'all want to hear them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next time. 3 things. Black man got to be in the home. Because nothing's going to change without the black man. Period. I know there's a lot of women here. I know y'all think like, if you're thinking like this, that's why we need to get back in the home. Because if he's back in the home, you would think like, yeah, we need him. I'm glad I got
Positive
mine.
black men, not any black men.
Girls in.
They can't. If they're going back, if they're able to do what's necessary, they're going to be positive. All right, they're going to be positive because it doesn't matter. We all can get better. We all can grow. But black men, number 1, number 2 is music. Number 3 is marijuana and other drugs. Those 3 things right there, y'all. It got us gone. Got our children gone. All right, those 3 things right there. All right, and when folks, my sister said, man, I like, nothing wrong with jigging, no.
Take from it.
It ain't nothing. But understand, And you guys are getting to, you about to step out into the world, the real world. And you're not only going to have to take care of yourself, but they say you're supposed to lift as you climb. You're supposed to lift as you climb. So as I climb, I have to lift. Right? So I put it to you like this, and I tell my students. If I'm lifting as I climb, because I'm still moving. I'm still moving. And I'm putting my hand to my student in particular that's in the pool drowning. Right? They're drowning. Okay? I'm lifting my hand out to lift them out the water and say they like. So I asked my friend, his godfather, I say, man, PhD in mythological storage. I said, man, these children are drowning. I'm reaching my hand to pull them out to say they like, and they keep slapping my hand away. I said, man, why they keep slapping my hand away? He gave a very simple answer. He said the reason why they're slapping your hand away is because they don't know if they're drowning. They don't know that they're drowning. Because the music got them thinking that something ain't drowning. Okay? Because your brains are powerful. So if they're inundated with enough of the right stuff, you're going to be right. If it's inundated with enough of the wrong stuff, no. Subconsciously. Because if I hear about a situation over and over and over, and how a situation is handled over and over and over, when I come into that situation, I handle it how it's been handled. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, it's not no one's fault for trying to make a living how they want to make a living, and if they are making a living to where they're living their dreams, you can't really be mad at them. But let's take a step back. Y'all can do this research for homework. There are a handful of individuals in the world, handful literally, in the world, that controls all of the media outlets in the world.